Okay, Arash. All right, I'm going to show you the method for just knowing where you are in your guitar using the major and the pentatonic. All right, this is going to be the major from the sixth string. This is going to be the way it works. I'm just going to start off with the easiest one. We'll do the C major, right? Your middle finger's on the 8th fret. We did the same format of the G. We did you did that. You're going to replace the middle finger with your pinky. You're going to count 4 frets, including the pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be the spacing that you would use for your pentatonic. All right, so now you have right, you have that. Now, within this space, with the exception of the 4th fret for the natural minor, you have this. You have your natural minor. You have your harmonic minor. Right? You also have a diminished in there, but you're gonna have to borrow a fret. But it's within the span of the 6th fret. So you're gonna go right. I just said 6 frets because once you add the 4 frets along with the C major from your pinky, you have this is the 4th fret, 5th, and 6th, right? I'm not 4th fret, but the 4th space that you would have, and then you have a 5th space and you have a 6th space there. So you have 6 frets that you're dealing with. So that's a pretty good range to be playing with. When you're doing your solos. If you know this little trick, then you're, also you for the pentatonics, you have the variations at will. So you can just go, or you could do a lot of different things. When you're playing around with your pentatonics, you're going to hear some different aspects of other scales in there as well. So that's something to watch out for your own benefit. All right. So anyway, you have all those things, but what I was going to say is when you play around with those 6 frets, right, and you have your C major scale, and you have your major scale, and you have your pentatonics, and you have all the different things that you can do, like the harmonic minors and natural minor, diminish, all that other stuff. Another trick that you can use, just gauging from the 4 frets, right? For your pentatonics, and it will go into the major scales as well. But mainly for the pentatonics, what you want to do is get more familiar with the mode that comes before and after the basic pentatonic pattern. So when you have this one, get more familiar with this one. Right, that's a 3-5, 3-5, 2-5, 2-5, 3-5, 3-5. And also get familiar with this one. Sorry. Right? That one would be 8-10, 7-10, 7-10, 7-9, 8-10, 8-10. That one. The reason I'm saying that is when you're doing these, the modes that come before and after the basic pattern for the pentatonic, you have more leeway as far as that's just some more space that you can cover when you're doing solos. It's going to help you to be a lot more familiar with where you are on your guitar, and more versatile as well. And you won't get so nervous or anything like that when you have to change the key of a song, because these are little tricks as far as positioning is concerned. All right, so even if you are really familiar with the interval or the spaces, that go before and after your familiar pattern for the pentatonic, that would be helpful too. Even if it's just on one string, you go, right? That way, when you're changing positions, you know that, okay, when I go into the pentatonic, it's just a whole step here and a whole step there, right? And then, of course, you have your major scale. You could do the same thing for your major scale. If you're doing the C major, you know that there's a half step right there before your, right? But you can also do like a pattern, the mode that goes right before the or two modes that go right before the C major. You would go you have, so the two modes, that would be your sixth mode, the relative minor. If you get more familiar with that, you have the C in there, right? That's the other thing when you're doing your natural minor, or your sixth mode. Even though you're in a pentatonic range, if you wanted to, all you have to do is just kind of start off, like if you're doing an A natural minor, the A natural minor has modes in it because it's a scale within itself. So you just take your third mode of the A natural minor, and that's your C, actually, right? I hope I'm not confusing you or anything, but like when you do, start on the third note of that position and continue on till you get that. That's the C major, right? It's just a different starting point within the A natural minor. All right, so you're just starting on the third note of the A natural minor, and you're adding two more notes to end it on the same note, which would be the C. So you have a lot of space there, those six frets, to kind of play around and do different things in. It doesn't always have to be a pentatonic in those four spaces. You can do different things with it. All right, and also just to recap, when you're doing your pentatonic, know the mode that comes before the basic pentatonic shape, and know a mode that comes right after that basic pentatonic shape. And know your sixth mode for your major scales, right? Because that would be a familiar space, a comfort zone that comes right before the C major pattern that you would do on your sixth string. Also, it would be good to know like the mode that comes after the C major as well. That's when you're doing the D, E, F, and then D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, right? And you just keep going. That one. Get familiar with that. Whatever comes before and after what you're familiar with, that will give you more space. And these are just like little tricks that you can use. All right. But just keep it simple. Go for the sixth fret first and play around with that trick. And then add, a mode before and a mode after to your pentatonics or to your major scales. And you'll get to the same point. All right. So just play around with that. Also, what I want to show you is this. I'm just going to put the next round of sheet music in front of you. This is the book. There's a lot of stuff in there. So I didn't know that you wanted to get more into the songs. Well, there's no problem with that, my friend. So I'm going to place this on the screen there so you could do a screenshot of it.